I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
Yo, it's your boy Red, and I'm gonna review BioShock. Now, I played the original one back in 2007, but I'm playing the remastered one because I have both, and I want to try the remastered one out to see what was new, how the graphics were, and they were greatly improved actually. And they added stuff. If you guys are interested in all that stuff, I didn't play any of it. I didn't even listen to the narrator clips and all that. I just played the game because I wanted to play it again. Because I loved this game when I first played it back in 2007, so I wanted to play it again. So, what is BioShock for those of you who have never played it? And I know there's a bunch of people that never played it. Well, the first one, let's just stick with the first one. You are a person on a plane, crash lands in the ocean, takes a sub to an underground city called Rapture, created by a man named Andrew Ryan in order to escape. If you guys didn't see the beginning of the clip, escape society, escape countries, and basically be free in every sense of the word, freedom. So he created Rapture. Now, like any utopia that's free and stuff like that, eventually there will arise tensions, acts against the creator of this place and stuff like that. But let's get going to the gameplay. Now, you play as this guy named Jack. You find weapons. You get a fucking wrench, which is badass to beat people to death with. You get weapons, you get guns. If you're kind of a shooter kind of guy, you get guns, machine guns. My favorite gun in the entire game is the shotgun. That shit fucking stop an elephant in one shot. Shit was legit, man. I love the shotgun. Even when you can upgrade your weapons, which I'll get into it later. There's also another aspect to this game. You get something called plasmids. Now, there are many different plasmids. I don't know how many in total, but there's a lot. My favorite, of course, is the electricity one. There's other ones like the freezing one, the one you set people on fire by snapping your fingers. Bees, throw bees at people. Fucking telekinesis. There's a bunch of other ones I never really use, but I'm pretty sure if you're into them, you can try them all. You can buy them by getting Atom. The way you get Atom is by harvesting or saving little sisters, or finding it around the water, the floor and stuff like that. I'll get into that in a bit though. So like I was saying though, you are basically you don't know what the fuck's going on in Rapture. You land here, some guy named Atlas tells you to do stuff, fight Andrew Ryan, who's gone crazy. It seems like everyone in Rapture has gone crazy, and if you want to know why everyone in Rapture has gone crazy, you can read the novel that takes place like in 1945 to 1959, a year before the events of this game. This is 1960, so most of Rapture's already gone crazy. There's a few sane people here and there, but yeah. Now there are other things in Rapture that try to kill you besides the people, which are called splicers. Splicers meaning they took too much Atom to their veins, they took too much meth, and now they're crazy and disfigured and shit. But there's also machines, turrets, stuff you could hack which is great. Scavenge, look for anything, look for bullets, look for health packs, especially playing on the harder difficulties. Look for that shit. I played on easy. I just wanted the story again. I didn't want to, do crazy stuff. Gets crazy. And there's some boss levels. By bosses, I mean just a little bit more powerful splicers that make you do stuff. One of the coolest ones is this actor dude who makes you kill people, take their pictures, and post them on his wall for some kind of crazy shit. But yeah, there's some little boss areas. Not bad, not like crazy bosses, but good enough to keep you entertained, keep you going. And then eventually the main plot will reveal itself, and you're like, fuck, that was good. When I was a kid, I was blown away by that plot. I was like, oh, I was not expecting that shit. But it was really interesting to experience all that. The shooting is pretty tight. I like it. There's some issues though. I mean, you can zoom with some of the guns, not all of them, so don't be expecting all that. Camera, you get a camera and then take pictures of splicers, weapons, turrets, and get more knowledge on them, get more damage done on them and stuff like that. There's a little side hacking mechanic that's kind of annoying, but you could do it. It's really simple hacking little mini game. Weapon upgrades, like I said, I was coming back to that. You can find these stations and upgrade each weapon individually. I think there's enough in all the levels, like all together, to upgrade every single weapon if you look for these machines. But I didn't really do that. I just upgraded my favorite guns, the shotgun, the revolver, and I think the crossbow once you get that, but you get the crossbow really later on. There's little segments where you can see like dead people's past, stuff like that, help you out with some levels. The Big Daddies, which are the guys on the cover, those motherfuckers are tough, but you can't take them down, because that's the only way you get at them, is kill Big Daddy who protects the little sister. And there's a whole little story to the behind that, which is pretty cool. You pick up tape recorders and listen to them. I forgot to say that. But like I said, you get the way you get at them is either harvest the little sister, which you get more at them, but kill them, or save the little sisters and get a little bit at them, but save the little girl. It's your your choice. You guys pick. But just so you know, depending on what you do, is what ending you get. Now, the main antagonist, I guess, is Andrew Ryan, the creator of Rapture, the guy who's trying to stop you at every corner. You're there, you're trying to help Atlas and the survivors, trying to fuck Andrew Ryan and get back Rapture and set everyone free. He's generally a really intelligent dude. There's some stories where we find out that he's kind of an asshole. It's all the way you look at it, but he's actually a pretty amazing dude, able to create a city underwater like that and actually run it for a little bit, since 1948 I'm guessing to 1958 when the war broke out. 10 years. Pretty good though, pretty good. Then we have Frank Fontaine, a rebel without a cause. Apparently, from what I read in tapes and stuff, I'm not reading any of this online, he's basically like a spy, some kind of super spy, but he wants the city to himself, so he's kind of trying to kill Ryan and take it by force. There's probably more to his backstory. I know in the DLC later on for BioShock Infinite, we get to see that more, which is like a prelude to BioShock, but I haven't played it yet. But that's all we get from Frank Fontaine, asshole number one in the ocean. And then the only good person, the only good person is Bridget Tenenbaum, scientist. She actually created the Little Sisters by discovering a slug that's able to replicate human cells, but of course there's a drawback to the Little Sisters. They end up having to look for Adam, so she kind of feels guilty, and she actually gives you an Adam to save the little girls, a plasmid, and she actually cares for them, and really good character actually, really nice. The art style for this game is amazing. I was like, man, this is a good ass art style, this is good ass graphics, good ass fucking shooting, a good time basically all around. A great game. Could take you, I don't know how long it took me. I played it, probably it took me, I don't know, I gotta check, but I want to say at least plus 10 hours to finish this game, man. I enjoyed it. I loved every second of it when I was a kid, and I love it now. Again, I replayed it and it was fucking great. You could speed one through this actually pretty fast, but for those of you that like to look at everything, there's actually enough to explore to keep you content. You don't have to follow the arrow all the time. You can actually go out and explore, find different things, more stories, more survivor stories, stuff like that. Kill more splicers, they're pretty cool. The enemies are pretty legit. They're kind of like similar patterns, but they change a lot. There's many different kinds of Big Daddies as well. You got the Rosies, the Big Daddies 2, Big Daddy Alpha, stuff like that. Overall, though, I love this game, man. Especially the ending, fucking great ending, depending on what you get. And it's actually a fucking just a good time all around, man. It's like a movie game, but more fucking combat than movie. It was just that great. It looks that great still today. Fucking better than some games out today, man. But altogether, what would I give this game? Fuck. I would give it a 9 out of 10, man. It was a great time, great game. Only one hard crash on the remastered edition, though. I was impressed. I remember that shit crashing a lot more. I don't know, but always save your game, though, for sure. If you're playing, save your game, alright? But hey, thanks for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub. Catch you guys next time.